good afternoon, and welcome to this new video of case analysis number 1 on Google. So, Google is an American multinational technology company founded in 1998 by two Stanford students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. This California-based multinational internet company provides digital products and services as online search and advertising, cloud computing, and software. In June of 2018, Google was ranked first amongst the most visited multi-platform web properties in the United States, with over 247 million US unique visitors and a market share of 63.2% among the leading US search engine providers. Currently, Google's parent company is Alphabet, and some statistics and facts by what I'm seeing here. Google's global revenue in 2017 was $109.7 billion. And looking just in advertisement, the revenue for Google in 2017 was $95.4 billion. The company was originally located in Menlo Park, California. In 1998, the company received a $100,000 investment. Towards the end of 1998, beginning of 1999, the total funding of $25 million from venture capitalists was rounded up. The initial public offering for the company took place on August 19th of 2004, with selling over 19.5 million shares at a price of $85 per share. So, if we do the math, Google is only 20 years old up to the moment, but it has demonstrated that it has something that a lot of people or a lot of traditional companies didn't have back then, and that many still don't have now. Maybe they didn't know it back then, but I consider for Google to be a exponential organization. We could look at a very interesting roundup of ideas over points that could lead any company to be in any new startup to be an exponential organization with massive transformative purpose. But what is Google's goal? Google's goal, and I quote unquote, is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. With this, Google dominates over 75% of the US online search market. So in a news report from June of this year, according to Evening Standard, Google is worth $110.8 billion, and its parent company, Alphabet, is currently valued at around $851.2 billion. With Brin, of president of Alphabet, and Page, CEO, worth $57.7 billion and $56.2 billion each, respectively. So let's take a look at these 10 components of the massive transformative purpose, the MTP. Now, these 10 ideas are divided by two sides, ideas and scale. So on ideas, we have interfaces. For Google has Google AdWords, which are filtering and matching processes. These are algorithms and automatic workflows that route the output of the scale externally to the right people at the right time internally. So basically, the interface AdWords, it uses user picks uses the keywords. It uses keywords that users pick to advertise against them, right? Now let's go ahead and look at dashboards. So currently, exponential organizations need new ways to measure and manage the organization. A real-time adaptable dashboard with all essential company and employee metrics accessible to everyone in the organization. After this, we have experimentation on the ideas part. So, Google always emphasizes the need for creativity. They have boards all around their Googleplex headquarters where they try to generate creativity constantly, right? So, in experimentation, there's no such thing as mistakes. Always, they're just creating new ideas, integrating new thoughts that could eventually lead to new products, new services that could each day more expand Google's reach around the globe. Now we have autonomy as a self-organizing multidisciplinary team operating with decentralized authority. In Google, there are thousands of employees, and they all organize into teams depending on specifically what they could be possibly working on internally or externally in the company. Now, there's not a specific way for those teams to carry out their jobs. All of these teams have meetings every morning, less than 10 minutes, where they express and they tell the entire group maybe new ideas, experiences, and all of these ideas are tested later on in experimentation. Example, to see maybe how they work out, if they would be good for the market, not good for the market. One central authority forcing employees to only do what they are told to do and to stay only on the path of a certain one centralized goal will never promote creativity, will never promote new ideas, and will never promote growth. Integration of social technology is very, very important. As we all know, it may have started with email, right? But now we have chat, we have live chat, we have many other ways of social technology. We have Facebook, we have profiles, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, where people share practically their entire lives online. Inside of company, this is very important for internal connectivity. Now, there are three objectives towards social technology, which are to reduce the distance between obtaining and processing information and decision making, migrate from having to look up information to having it flow through your perception, and finally, leverage community to build out ideas. Now, these social technologies are comprised of 7 key elements, which are social objects, activity streams, task management, file sharing, telepresence, virtual worlds, and emotional sensing. Let's move forward quickly and look at the right side. So number 1, we have staff on demand. Having staff on demand is necessary for speed, functionality, and flexibility in this very changing world. So Google many times has, as you can tell, they have very, very young employees with new skills, new expertise, right? But not only because of that, also because Google wants to acquire their skills and adapt their skills to Google's objective as soon as they graduate. Algorithm, very important for Google by what we're seeing here. Google uses a page rank algorithm, which ranks the popularity of web pages. Now, community and crowd is also very important for an exponential organization, because this factor can leverage a company by harnessing creativity, innovation, validation, and even funding, having different people from all type of perspectives, young, adults, etc., etc. Creativity and innovation, and well, basically the process of generating, developing, and communicating new ideas can be accomplished through use of tools and platforms. Validation is achieved by obtaining measurable evidence that an experiment, product, or service succeeds. And while funding is needed to be able to make a company grow and to reach farther into the market. So these are basically factors at play that Google has incorporated into an entire business construction that had made it an exponential company with an amazing growth. Funny enough, back then many companies, all of the companies in Silicon Valley had rejected Google, and now it's one of the leading companies in the world with many headquarters across the globe, employees, and everyday new ideas. Now let's go ahead and look at Google's future. Where's Google currently at? I am pretty much convinced that Google has been able to meet its goal of organizing all the information around the world. Google currently has Google Search, Translate, its own search engine of Chrome, the application, maps that can guide you, take you to almost anywhere in the world, Google Music, where you can see millions of videos, listen to who knows how many million number of music, Google Play, movies, TV, accessibility to almost anything and everything. Not only that, but they have also created the Pixel, a phone from Google. Currently they're on Pixel 3. They want to connect your home. They also have even Google Wi-Fi with secure and reliable coverage in every room of your home. And even for technology platforms like Android OS and wearables like watches as well that are connected with your phone, and even your computer, the Chromebook that Google has developed, Gmail, Google Allo, Google Duo, chatting and video chatting services as well, Google Plus, where you can basically share photos and things that you've done, Google Photos, contacts, calendars. What are we seeing here? Google is not only trying to gather and organize all the information on the internet, but every single individual person's or information. They want to take your daily life, your pictures, your people you know, everything you have, your notes. They want to basically be able to organize it all in a way that will probably and surely make your, or is currently making your life a lot more easier. But not only for people, but also for companies. They have Google Ads, AdSense, Analytics, even Google My Business that gives you a complete separate profile for your own business. There are many, many, many tens, maybe even hundreds of products that currently Google has. Many products, even games, books, flights, many, many things that Google every day is implementing to grab a hold of information. Products for developers and for business people. They want to take all the information, not only just globally, but individually and organizationally, take it all this information and be able to relate it in such a way that makes things so much easier. And maybe even before you think about it, Google will already have the answer for you. So, thank you very much for listening to this video, seeing my presentation. Very simple but very object. Now we have seen why Google is an exponential company. Started small, but now it's going big. It's going global, each time getting bigger. Who knows? Maybe even Google will end up conquering Mars, the solar system. We'll just have to wait and see. Hello, good afternoon, and